How to use Microsoft Loop for project management. Hey everyone, welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I'll be covering Microsoft Loop, how to get started using it, and how it's going to benefit you with project management. Now, basically, to sum things up, Microsoft Loop is basically a platform that is going to allow you to create multiple workspaces within it. You can create multiple projects, briefing, with your team members, and a lot of stuff that you can create. There's too much to even talk about with the things that you can do with Microsoft Loop. Think of it as Notion and also any other project management type of platform. It's pretty much that and maybe even more. So you can just go ahead and get started by just going to loop.microsoft.com, and then you should be navigated to this place in this site, and you can just go ahead and scroll down, read more about it and how it's going to help you out, or just skip ahead and click on Get Started. So just click on Get Started and log into your Microsoft account, and then from there we will just be at the dashboard. So I'm just going to log in and meet you there. Okay, so once you log into your Microsoft account, what's happening? Sorry, we can't save your work. That's because I just did something real quick. Let me just discard this. Anyways, okay, so once you sign in to your Microsoft account, you should be in this page where they will welcome you, show you a few things that you need to note. And this getting started and whatever is underneath it, meaning the welcome, the check the basics, gets inspired, this is all one workspace. So it consists of multiple workspaces, and you can create so many different workspaces. You can create them separately for specific projects or whatever it may be. Speaking of which, let's actually go ahead and talk about how to create one. So generally speaking, if you just browse all workspaces, you should find all the ones that are available here. I'm just going to remove this one. I don't really need it. Can I not remove this one? Okay, maybe I cannot remove this one, but regardless, sorry about that. So regardless, we can just go ahead and actually create a new workspace. To do so, if this is empty, you can just click on create workspace here, but you can just always click on the plus icon, and then we will need to set a few things up. First, you can update the cover. You can just choose one of the images that are available in here. Like this image, for example, click on update, and then you just give it a title. Obviously, titles are going to be important. This way you can navigate through the workspaces that you have much easier. So you can just do, maybe it's going to be managing a YouTube channel. So I'm just going to name it YouTube channel, create, and you can also add emojis if you wanted to. So now we have our pages. So we can create pages within the workspace. To create a pages, click on the plus icon and you have them in here. So once you create a page, the first thing that you can do is choose whether it's going to be a blank page, and you can just feel free to do whatever you want with it. Create things individually and manually, or you can choose one of those templates that are available here. You can see the project brief template. You can just click on it first to view it. You can see how well it's going to be and whether it's going to be something that is useful to you or not. You can go to the next one, see how it's going to look like, and the project planning. Same goes for meeting notes. And at the end, you can always just go ahead and choose a template that you like. But for the first page, I'm just going to leave it as a blank page and go ahead and start editing it myself. So it's very easy to use. First, you just go ahead and give it a title. So give the page a title. So we can just do script writing, for example. I mean, it's a YouTube channel, so why not? So next, we just go down here and we can actually just type in whatever we want. And we have a list of commands to use. To just pull up the list of commands is very easy. You just type in slash, and it's actually going to show you all the commands that you can use. Like if you want to create a table, a checklist, bulleted list, and so on. But for example, if we want to do a heading, we can go ahead and actually just do those. So we can just, you can see heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. You've got a few things here like the templates. So we can actually create a Kanban view. This is going to be very useful for project management. And here you can see other stuff here like media. There's a lot of stuff that we can add, and I will just go through some of them. But you would start with a heading and just type in something like example. I'm running out of ideas, so I'm just going to leave it as this. Click enter, and then I'm just going to add, for example, a Kanban view or board. And you can see already we have a functional Kanban view, and we can even add more groups to it. Here we can actually go ahead and start adding stuff in here, like adding some cards. We can add some tasks. So we can just do write intro for script, and we can actually go ahead and add work owner and select date. This is going to be assignee basically, and select date if you want to have a due date for this specific task. Same goes for this one. And you can always just feel free to move them between the two or between the lists or buckets for the Kanban view. Now this is only one thing. We can just again scroll down, type in slash, see the rest of the items here. We can do something like another heading, just a smaller one, another test, and we can just go ahead and create a table, for example. And you can see already we have a table. It's very easy to use. Column 1, we just do 1. Here we add 2. Here we add 3. Here we add 4. And then if you want to add more, you can always just click on new column or row, I mean, and it's going to create it for you. Next, you've got a lot of stuff like bullet lists. If you want to add your own code and just embed a code, you can do so. Table of contents, divider, and you can just imagine the rest. There's a lot of stuff that you can actually add, and you can also use labels to make things a lot easier for you. Now, let's say you are done with this first page, which is script writing. You can always just go ahead and add a page, new page, and do exactly the same thing. And we can even move it down if you want. But this time I'll just be using project brief, and we can just go ahead and edit. Click on use this template first. And we can just go ahead and set things up here. We can add names, we can add whatever we want, and we can also change the variables here. Now we have also ideas. So basically ideas is a page where you can just go ahead and create or have ideas in one place. This way you can just have a special place for the ideas that you come up with. Think of it as a brainstorming place, and it's going to be already saved in here. So as you can see, this is the one that we have just created. And for ideas, it's exactly the same way. You can always just go ahead, add a heading or the title for it. I mean, is this the title? No, this is actually just the text. But if you want, you can always just go ahead. Are there no settings for it? I guess not. But we can click on here, and I believe this is how to change. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. We can just always do it from here. So we can just click on rename and style, give it a name, give it a little bit of a icon here, whatever it may be. Click on update, and it has the title ready to go. And you can just add whatever you want within your ideas. And then you can just go to the recents to finally just view everything that we have just worked on so far. If you want to go back, we can click on go to workspaces, browse all workspaces, and we should be able to find all the workspaces that we have just created. And we can always just create a new one. And this is pretty much how to use Microsoft Loop. It is very simple and easy, especially if you have used other platforms prior to this that have the same idea. But this is going to really help you out, and it's going to have many different elements to it which are going to help you. With that being said, I hope you liked this video, and thanks for watching.